I am Bhaskar Reddy, Senior Specialist Physio working for Ministry of Health, Saudi Arabia. I am so happy to participate uh, virtual meeting in Haricon 2020. This is my details. Today we will be discussing a interesting topic, which is role of taping in periarthritis. Many people having question mark about the periarthritis. So we will be discussing on role of taping. In this PowerPoint presentation, I have included all the details regarding periarthritis, diagnosis, what is the etiology, what is the pathology, what is the physiotherapy management. Just I will and general anatomy of shoulder joint. I will not be discussing about the things. Just slides presentation I will be keeping. I will be concentrating more on the taping. How we can do taping, what are the things you have to select and choose this condition. I would like to thank to once again Haryana Chartered Physiotherapy Association. I'm so happy Dr. Mudigil efforts during COVID. He is doing and Haryana Chartered Association of Physiotherapy doing a tremendous work in not only Haryana, around the India. I would like to thank him and the newly elected team of HACP, Mudigil and his team. This is about my details. I don't want to go ahead, just see. Actually, when you will be practicing physiotherapy or any medical field, you will be especially on 2020 onwards 2018, you will be seeing a word called evidence. So we will be seeing whether taping has evidence, especially in role of uh, especially in periarthritis, whether taping has any role of evidence. I will show and I will share the details regarding the evidences whether taping, because many people they will be claiming as a taping and other recently things in happening in physiotherapy or they don't have any evidences. I will show the evidences. Still, as it's a new thing, there are more researches going on in India and abroad. So we have to contribute from our side, so that it's not a like a fashion that learning something when you are practicing, you try to focus on the evidences also. So when you are getting just even for a single case you are getting what your requirement to decrease pain or to improve range of motion, whatever else. So you have to document that. Documentation is very important. So this will be like a discussion about the periarthritis, like which will be calling as frozen shoulder, adhesive capsulitis, so on the terms. So just a frozen shoulder. This is the definition of frozen shoulder. Actually, you have to see this, and also incidence is around less 2%, and especially this it will be seen in more on females than the males, and also like it's idiopathic. You will not be knowing the exact reason. Yeah, there are what are the there are a main few reasons why periarthritis is getting, and many people they will be having question mark whether periarthritis can treatable or you can just leave it. Yes, it's self managing condition. Even your body will make the things so that will be healed. It's in case of pain, or in case of range of motion, it will take time. It will be around like 2 years. It will take time, so that you should not leave as a physio. No need to leave a patient who is suffering periarthritis for 2 years with pain, uh, difficulties in ADL activities, range of motion is affected. So if a patient comes to you, you will not tell this is a simple condition, don't worry about the condition. You just go and do your daily activities. Yes, you can give this word, but same time, patient no need to suffer. Even though it is, and you have to inform when you are treating the patient also. It many cases it will come back. Don't worry about the thing. Main they has to follow your instructions, and rehabilitation plays vital role. So you can see bilateral involvement is 10 to 40%. If you got right shoulder PA, next time it will not be like same right, it will be affecting left. So this will be just general anatomy, scapula, humerus, and clavicle. I don't want to discuss regarding the shoulder anatomy, because as a physio it's a general information. And history, if you see, in 1872, Duplay, he coined the word like scapulohumeral periarthritis, because he believed that subacromial bursitis is a reason for periarthritis. And Pasteur later he attributed that not only that bursa around bicipital tendinitis also one of the reason causing for periarthritis. And Codman coined in the word frozen shoulder in 1934. This is just a history. And in 1945, Neuser coined that it's like adhesive capsulitis. Now we will go to etiopathogenesis. Just keep in mind they have different classification. What is the reason? What is the structures affecting in periarthritis shoulder? So primary frozen shoulder. You have to just see the main thing in frozen shoulder. What are the factors affecting? It's like intrinsic factors and extrinsic factors. Especially these intrinsic factors will be like the age. Previously, I said like it will be common in female, and also age like it's 40, 60, and especially with the diabetes. And external factors will be like if you have any small injury around the shoulder. So if shoulder is immobilized, and if you are not starting early mobilization, or due to uh, mechanics, if you are using faulty mechanics, it may cause frozen shoulder. So this is the pathology given by Ludenberg. The main pathology, like in the shoulder joint, like it will be affecting the vascularity, especially in diabetic conditions, and forming the fibroblast. And one more thing, Hazelman informed what is the reason, because when the capsular involvement, no, the fibroblast and myoblast proliferation and vascular changes affecting diabetic microangiopathy. This is the pathology. This they have conducted a study and they confirmed this. And still, this ethiopathology also confusion. Oh, we cannot able to find what is the exact reason. Even there will not be any pathology, but guy will be affected. And as I told, no, intrinsic, extrinsic factors will be playing role. This is a classification. And this is as for arthroscopic stages. This is the classification given by Nevzer. And secondary frozen shoulder, you will be having another main condition. Because of that, you will be getting these things like CVA, rotatory cuff diseases, fractures, and like post fracture. These are all the because of other medical conditions. Frozen shoulder will be like one of the main problem. And clinical features, mainly you will be seeing like three phases, especially in case of PA. When you see in these three stages, there will be like pain, stiffness, decreased range of motion. Okay, and this is the phases in frozen shoulder, like stage inflammation, stiffening, and thawing. These are all the three stages. It will be varying, like it will be varying from 2 to 9 months, like 4 to 12 months, or 6 to 9 months. So you have to see when a patient comes to you, when he is explaining his problem, you have to identify the condition on which stage it is there. You can treat accordingly the stage. In case of this like phase 1 pain, especially you can patient also will be complaining. Pain will be or on more on the night when he will sleep on the affected shoulder, and he will be giving you even though it's periarthritis, he will be telling the like radiating pain. So you have to rule out everything. Even some conditions they will be telling as a symptom, they will be having back pain also. So you have to rule out the exact reason and stage of periarthritis. This is a second stage where the motion will be affected. I mean range of motion. Okay. And especially range of motion, if when you will be seeing the condition by the way and how the patient is informing the symptoms, and when you will be examine, main problem will be like abduction and external rotation will be affected. And if you see patient will not be lifting more than 80 degrees. Okay, internal rotation will be less than 70 degrees, and also it will be affecting external rotation less than 45 degrees. And this is a phase. Thriving means as I said no previously, if you are giving treatment or if you are not giving treatment, god has gifted our body so that things will be coming back, like it will be pain will be decreasing and range of motion will be slowly improving. But keep in mind, uh, without any treatment, most of the cases, uh, previous range of motion affected, like abduction, it will not reach full range of motion. So that's the reason I am informing you. So if a periarthritis patient comes to you, just tell him go for rehabilitation. uh, just don't tell him that it will be fine, you can go ahead, because it will take 2 years. Patient has to suffer for 2 years, no need to suffer. And pain, as due to pain, if he is not using, muscles will go for wasting. So these are the things where physio plays role. Diagnosis. You will be seeing special tests like keeping the patient, tell him to touch his shoulder and back like this, and you will be telling him to repeat this test. Okay, these are all the important things. How you will be diagnosing as a physio. As a physician, there will be like X-ray. Even physios will be asking for X-ray, because main to rule out any other like osteoporotic changes. If physios they want to give manipulation or mobilization, so to avoid any issues, to just check osteoporosis or any hairline fracture or any calcification issue. Just you can rule out, but you cannot see the periarthritis in X-ray. Arthroscopy. This is a thing they can giving by dye injection. They will view the bursa, tendons, everything around the shoulder joint. If you see in shoulder normal arthrogram, this will be like this. If you see like a frozen shoulder, it will form like a triangular mass here. And if you see scan, no, you will see this normal axillary recess will be there. So in case of frozen, it will be like absent almost, this one. And a MRI, that glenohumeral ligament measures less than 4 mm. So I don't want to stress more this on X-ray findings or MRI. Just I'm just giving. This is the triangle as I mentioned. If you see here, like T1 weighted images, that subcoracoid triangle, psi seen in sagittal and oblique, like this one. And history as a physio, this, like as I said, age and everything, this is a just in general information for you. And examination, physical examination, you have to see any muscle wasting or bony deformity. Okay. And you have to find rule out whether any scapular winging, because this scapulohumeral rhythm will be affected. So you have to see the scapula, clavicle around the shoulder joint. This normal active range, passive range, you have to examine, you have to note it down, how much range is there before coming, I mean during your examination, after examination, how much range improved, that is very important, where you can even present single case presentation, that is very important. Because as I said, even we have discussed with Dr. Modigil, we are Indian clinical research. We are helping the physios who are interested in research. We will helping them how to do research in this. Actually, still we are lagging. Even I am an example. I am more interested in the clinical scenario, how much I am earning per day. But in doesn't matter that, because when you are treating a patient, when you are giving a treatment like taping and other things, and people will be maybe some other people, they're telling why you are using taping, there is no use of taping, it's like just piece of paper. There is in evidences like meta-analysis and systematic reviews claiming that their role of taping is negligible, there is no role. When they are telling people, even though your patient have been benefited, but still you will feel guilty. So I would like to tell, even single case scenario you can present the paper. So for that, documentation is very important. Treatment, as I mentioned no previous, there is no golden standard protocol, like if ACL, you will be having protocols. So for this PA, there is no standard treatment regimen. As I said no previous, the stages, pain, stiffness, accordingly you have to treat. Modalities, as physios and physician wise, like they will be using non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So sometimes severe pain, they will be giving intra-articular injections, steroids, which will be affecting the patient. That's the reason non-invasive procedures, patients are more interested to come to physio, there you have to play a role. Parmod, I'm just giving small how physiotherapist PAK is coming to his center. This is a routine things physios are giving. Today I would like to show like a different technique which helps your patient to get recover very fast. Same time patient will be benefited and you will be benefited, because especially PA cases daily patient has to come. This type of treatment patient need not to come daily. As I said, no physiotherapy, like pain relieving modalities, they will be using ultrasound, back stents, and IFT, so many things. Just leave it. And mobilization and accessory move, like manipulation, graded oscillation. Depend upon the things you will be using, grade 2, grade 3, or grade 5. It's a like grade 5 will be like manipulation. This is a picture, just you can see. This is the caudal mobilization for PA, and this will be like a caudal glide will be given. As a patient, what is the role? Especially patient, whatever the treatment you are giving, when he will go back, when he is not doing proper exercises rehabilitation, today you achieved 90 degrees of abduction. Tomorrow when he will come, no, his range will be decreased if he is not doing. So range will be maintained only because of exercises and proper rehabilitation. So for that you have to be thinking what is the role of patient. The exercise what you have given, like pendular exercise. Recently, I think 1 week back, I saw a article that even the pendular exercises will not be effective. This is the normal routine exercise you will be teaching to patient. This shoulder wheel and pulley, this is not important. This is our topic, main topic. Role of taping. Taping, you should knowing that there are different varieties of taping, like rigid taping, elastic taping. Elastic taping, which is called, we will be calling as uh, kinesio tape, and different names of tapes are available. And also one more tape called advanced tape, like dynamic taping. See, these are all the tapes. You can see Mechanel's, Mulligan, Sports Taping, Kinesio. These are all rigid taping. Rigid taping, this is a tape. This tape we will not be applying directly to the skin, because we will be using Hyperflex, one more layer, and you will be using this. This rigid taping, especially we are using for the sports conditions. Just I am giving some introduction about the taping. That's the reason. Keep in mind that it's like adjacent treatment, it's not like main your treatment. Why I choose taping means, patient when he will comes to your center, he will be expecting that if his range or pain he's having, he want like quick, or because of his radial activities or some work. So physio will play key role, instant decreasing pain or improving range of motion. So that's the area I'm so interested and fascinated in taping. So you have to find it out. As previously I said, no, acute or chronic, depending, we will be treating. Now we will be directly going to our main topic, elastic taping, kinesio taping. So this is a history 1970 by Kenji case. Actually, this was introduced especially for the sports, and later they have seen the benefits. So it was introduced for other conditions, or like general conditions, and for sports conditions. These are all the different names you will be knowing, different terms, brand names more than, and indications. It will be like pediatric to geriatric you can use, especially you have to keep in mind for every case, like indication, like contraindications also will be there. Contraindications will be very less, like in case of allergic or recent carcinoma, even pregnancy you can use a taping. So these are all the functions. It helps to give you support, protects, stabilize, facilitation, unloading and loading, especially in case of joint or muscle. Just I would like to once again keep in mind it should be used in a holistic approach. Okay, just don't blindly depend on taping only. How it acts on body, I will show in my practical demonstration. When you will apply on the skin, no, it will create like microwave circulation. It helps to lift the skin. So as you know, the skin is rich of the sensory receptors which carrying the pain sensation. So it helps to decrease the pain and same time depend upon the type of technique you are applying. It will act on different like muscle or fascia. You will be achieving the result. This is the example I would like to show. Here you can see uh, here the receptors which was affected one after application of tape, no, even the lymph channels will be open. So it helps to improve circulation and helps to reduce inflammation. So how you have to apply? Keep in mind you have to prepare the skin. If it is like hairy, you have to trim it, or depend upon the religious, if they are not ready to trim the hair, you can apply, as I said, no rigid tape. You can apply one covering, so you can apply the tape over the uh, this one. After, if you are not removing, you have to apply protective layer. Uh, on that you can apply the tape. Stretches, when you will use this tiny show tape, no, you can stretch the tape. I will show how much you can stretch everything. There are different techniques like muscle technique, ligament technique, correction technique, lymphatic technique. Today I will be showing fascia technique, which is beneficial for PA conditions. You will be getting instant pain relief, same time you can increase range of motion. So application, if a patient comes to you, if he is telling especially like PA pain, like shoulder full radiating, as I told no previously, back pain, don't apply tape like this. Okay, just see the root cause, treat the root cause, not symptoms. So these are the pros and cons regarding the taping. Okay, these are all different shapes of tapes. How you will be getting depend upon the part you are treating. These are all different shapes, like this IVX shape, like this is fan lymphatic shape you will be using. These are all the different conditions where you will be applying this taping. Evidence based practice. As I said, no, uh, research is very important. People are claiming that yes, there are less evidences in taping, but as it's still research is going on, no, you can see these are the research available for the kinesio taping. This is especially in case of shoulder pain. These are all the research in it's in pediatrics. See how to keep main one RCT is available, and main thing you have to see this evidence support. It increase in range of motion, increase in function. So in periarthritis, range of motion is one of the important factor affecting. So tape. This is a recent. You can Google and you can check also. This is the effective of kinesio taping along with not only I'm telling many times, not only kinesiotape, along with holistic approach, uh, you can add other type of treatment, so you will be getting more benefit. This is done research on subacute adhesive capsulitis on 2018, and there is systematic review taping for pain management, shoulder impingement. These are all my references. uh, Now I would like to show one video. uh, this video will open your brain, and who are telling taping is not effective, this helps. This is magnification of fascia, you can see it. When you will see this under a microscope, no, when it will be magnified, this is the thing, how it's connecting, you can see. You can see here the ligaments, you can see here the blood supply. Here you can see the muscle around the bone, like periosteum, even fat, and also see hydration. They will be acting like fiber optics, how your internet will be like very fast. See, it relay information to brain faster than the nerve impulse. That's the reason taping plays important role. Like this, see. I would like to share one more video if time permits. This about like fascia. I will show this one later. Anatomy structure. This I would like to show. Please see this video. Please this video. Uh, she is having severe pain and difficult completing the task. Range affected. This is my international client in King Khalid Hospital. She is a staff nurse. She have, I told no, intrinsic factors and extrinsic factors. She had like trauma. After that, she developed this pain. So this is a condition after application of taping. See, Can you see the this is one session after application of the tape. She improved range of motion, same time the intensity of pain has been reduced. Even though they will be claiming like placebo, whatever they claim, just my concern, patient, what purpose he came to you? He is having severe pain, he is not able to do the thing, so you treated instantly. He decreased his pain and same time improved range of motion. Patient get benefited. This I'm telling only. I teach rehab to them. I told if they are not doing the exercises, it will come back. I done only one session, but people will be claiming that after removal of tape, it will things will come back. But till now, I didn't find such things. This case, I done only one session. I will show you this case or case. Uh, this is he's having history of diabetic thing and also same history of trauma. I would like to show the things you have to compare affected side, unaffected side, because you have to rule out and you have to see why I am telling to check range of motion and also take. I told no evidence. Try to take feedback and you try to take picture with permission of patient. Try to take consent form to take picture and video after your treatment. You can show them at least visual feedback. Once again they will be feeling happy, or for other cases you can show this one. I would like to show this first video. See the range and his facial expressions, it's important. Okay, this is his unaffected side. So now I will show you after application of taping. Can you see this immediately after application of tape? If you compare both videos, then you will be knowing the effectiveness of taping. These are all my contact details. This is my Saudi number. You can send if you have any doubts. You can contact this number, Saudi number. When I'm in India, I will be using this number. And these are all my social account details like Facebook, Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube channel. You can contact me any social media. I will be sharing all the jobs and other details. If any physio planning for abroad, if they have any suggestions, career guidance, counseling, I will help them. It's all everything free service. And sometimes physios will be receiving fake job offers. We will be checking and I will be helping them to get a job, or whether in India or in abroad. You can uh, I would like to thank Dr. Mudigil and HACP team, because their efforts, many physios even during lockdown, rather than simply staying in home, they are getting educated through virtual media. So I would like to once again thank our boss, Dr. Mudigil, uh, SCAP president, newly elected president, and his team. Last but not uh, least, our delegates around the globe, and especially my friends and my sweet crabs. I would like to thank Physio Foundation of India and Team at State. And before starting a discussion, I would like to show on practice. The video has been ended. Now I will be continuing once again. This how you have to apply the tape. This is the kinesio tape. This is a scissor. This is different color. You can see main thing, especially the color. The different colors are there. Keep in mind that whatever the color you are using, there is one concept is there uh, regarding the color. Which color you have to choose for the patient, just leave it whatever the color. If you are available, you can treat, especially like females and kids, they will like pink and blue. So whatever the tape I have available, I will be using this tape. So keep in mind main thing, whatever the area you would like to treat, you have to prepare the skin. Just if it is hair, just trim it. Ask the patient, due to religious activities, if they are not willing, don't worry, just apply adhesive tape over the region, then you can apply once again. So tell him to wash the area with soap, later with sterilium. Just take little sterilium and clean it wherever you would like to treat the place, so it will be like sterile. So keep in mind, as corona and also other things, just try to wear the glove. Okay. And keep in mind, especially physios, applying glove, removing glove is very important. I treated my patient, so I will be removing, so don't, because it will be infected this side. So try to, from, you have to remove like this and through. Okay. And as I showed, no, the tape, this is the tape, where you would like to apply, just take the tape, just cut the tape. Previously in my PowerPoint presentation, there is how much you can stretch. Depend upon the quality of tape, you can stretch to 100 to 150%. And especially American based and European type of taping, Americans will be telling you can stretch more. As per European, you will be stretching very less. Okay. I would like to show and how it acts on body. Here you can see the wavy pattern. Okay. When we'll apply over the skin, no, it will it will create a convulsions, not like fits inside the skin. It will be create a like wavy pattern, so it will be stimulating. So this is the one. Now I would like to show you the stretch, like this, how much you can stretch. It can be stretched in only one direction. This is elastic tape, which is called K tape. In dynamic tape, you can stretch in other directions. This also, like this, you can stretch. Okay. This about the stretch. I have shown you how to cut I shape and V shape. I told how to prepare the skin. So I have shown here. Okay. How to wear glove also I have shown. Then especially today our topic, periarthritis shoulder. So patient will be sitting comfortable position, standing, whatever, if you are prefer. Therapist has to stand behind the patient. He has to palpate the head of the humerus. He will be using the base of your tape here, shoulder, like this. Therapist will be standing behind. He will be pulling the ends slowly. This is called fascia technique for the periarthritis condition. If you apply this one properly at any cost, you will get instant pain relief. Same time, range of motion will be improved. Previously, the video I have shown, I have maximum orthopedic cases. I have used my taping maximum 1 or 2 sessions max. Neurological conditions will be requiring a repeated taping. Otherwise, no need for long sessions. Keep in mind, it's a just adjacent treatment, holistic approach you have to use, not one thing. Main thing, keep in mind, rehabilitation is very important. If they are not doing proper exercises, it will come back. tell them. Normally you will be telling the patient if they have a pain, you will be telling not to do exercises. With this help of tape, they can do start the exercise early. Okay, and effect will be more. I will show this how you will be applying. So I think that this is your shoulder joint, this is knee joint, don't worry. Just apply the base. Okay, you applied the base here. Just after this is the tail ends, what you are seeing. So this should be applied over the shoulder. Okay, these are the tail ends. Therapist will be standing behind, so you have to pull it gently. At the end, no stretch. Okay, as previously I mentioned, no, before I mean during your assessment, when you are checking the range of motion, try to take picture like previous, like his range is like less than 90 degrees. Try to take picture or video. Then after your treatment, then you will be, yeah, we will ask the patient once again repeat. Then you, if you achieve the range of motion, try to take this. After application of taping, you can use your whatever mobilization technique or energy techniques. Especially muscle energy techniques will be more beneficial because patient will be having pain, so you will be using the patient force, not like your force manipulation or mobilization. So I will explain that also. Just keep your hand, ask the patient to press your hand as much as possible. Patient will be pressing. Tell him to relax. Then when patient will relax, no, it will instantly improve range of motion. Previously it is like 90 degrees. After your taping and thing, it will be improved like this. Once again, you achieved this range. Okay, 90 to 100 degrees. Keep hand in that 100 degrees. Once again, ask the patient to resist your movement. This is like PNF technique, which separately categorized as muscle energy technique. So that's the reason I'm telling, I'm not totally blindly depend on uh, one thing. Keep in mind like holistic approach, that will be more effective. Once again, for your purpose, once again I will show you. Try to apply the base without any stretch over the shoulder joint. Go behind, keep the tail ends, gently pull from behind. Apply these ends, very important, without any stretch. So starting no stretch, during middle gently pulling, end no stretch. This is the role of taping in case of periarthritis. So if you have so I would like to now, if you have any doubts, you can ask the questions. Sir, in old patients skin integrity is low, then it form blister or laceration is happen, what should I do? Main, keep in mind elastic taping like physiotherapy. Keep in mind, if you would like to apply tape like uh, uh, because yeah, electrotherapy equipments, because I'm not at all using any electrotherapy equipments from long time. So like if you are giving galvanic stimulation, you will be applying self test, you will be applying to your body like that. If you would like to apply this tape to some other one skin, I told even in indications you have, you should be contraindications, you should be careful for pediatric people and geriatric, because their skin integrity will be very smooth and it will be affected, and it will be more dry. Okay, for that you just take a small small tape. Okay, just you apply like small tape any part of the body. When patient comes to your clinic, just apply this tape and just inform them. If they have any allergic reactions, just inform. They can contact you. Normally this tape what we are using now, this branded tape, I'm using a T Max company, and many people they can use any type of thing. Just to keep in mind, don't take any China product, because that is very cheap and low quality, which most of the cases they are getting blisters. Okay, here I told blisters will be affected if you are not following the sequence. As initially I told, no, you have to clean the area with water, soap first. After that, you have to cross check if any skin tear or anything. You should be careful. If it is hair, you should trim. While trimming, it's any skin damage, you should be careful. Don't apply directly over the injured area. And one more important thing, keep in mind, after that I told no, sterilium alcohol rub, you have to clean it with this. So you prepare the skin, then make it dry, okay, with gauze. Okay, then you have to apply the tape. Many blisters will be forming in what is the main reason means, when they are applying the base, no, base they will be stretching, that is the problem. Or when they apply the end, no, they will be applying stretch. Keep in mind, when you are applying at the base and at the end, there will not be any stretch. Why? Because the thing, when you applied the base, no, here it will reinforce the all the thing. It will be acting depend upon the application, activating and deactivating. If you are applying wrong application, there will be more chances. This is the thing. How you can avoid means, quality of tape is important. Self test, just apply the sample tape to patient, cross check. If we develop allergic reactions, then preparation of the skin. To keep them, it's like a waterproof, they can take shower. Many people they will not take shower, they will be afraid this is expensive tape. If I will take shower, it will come back. Tell them they can take bath, don't worry. Okay, removal also very important. This is waterproof, no. After shower, tell them to press with the towel, don't apply soap over the above the tape. And also important thing, if like this edge will come means, tell them to trim it. If they are not trimming, because here gap will be there, so water will be going inside, so there will be chance for blisters or anything. If you are using quality of tape, maximum 99% you will not be getting the blisters. Any other questions? If there is, uh, as I said, no, if you have any doubts, below the video I will share my WhatsApp number. So if you have any doubts, you can contact me. If you are planning for abroad anything, any guidance, career guidance, you can contact me, I will try to help. And I would like to thank once again Dr. Mudigil, Haryana team. So if any doubts, you can contact me at any time. When I will get free time, no, I will respond. I would like to thank once again Haryana team, SCAP team, and Dr. Mudigil Effects. I thank all the viewers. They thank you very much. Bye. Thank you.